this up, and I imagine
just shut the fuck up, man.
There's no secret here. You guys haven't got to see it yet, but I think that this guy is a complete fucking retard. He's an idiot, and he thinks that this is a good idea. So I always tell him it always gets fucked up all the time. We're going to see how it goes.
Every time this shit goes straight.
It doesn't get fucked up at all. Are you...
All right, so it's never going to work.
All right,
it's never going to work.
All right, you guys know it. All right, just repeat after me.
I'm going to repeat.
Hello.
Hello.
You fucked it up already.
No, that's fine. That's good. And then say your name.
I'm Copstabber Dave.
You're not going to say Dave Homeowner?
Fuck that shit. I'm right now. I'm talking about Copstabber. What, you want me to like big up my band that fucking broke up like 8 years ago? Reunion. That I don't even want to talk about anymore?
No,
that I don't even want to talk about anymore! I'm Copstabber Dave.
What's your name? Say that.
Dave? Told you. I'm Dave. I'm Dave.
No, say what's your name.
What's your name? Right, what the fuck? You motherfucker. Right. What's your name?
Say it one more time without me talking.
What's your name? Say it one more time without you talking. I'm pointing at people now, just like you. I'm doing everything you're doing.
What's your name?
I don't even know what's your name.
Do it again better, and then we'll move on. One more time.
What's your name?
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Welcome to Bobby Pickles Podcast.
Welcome to Bobby Pickles Podcast.
Perfect. All right.
Bobby Pickles Podcast. He always says, that's me. With a look on his face, he'll talk about anything.
Outstanding.
Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and hot sauce on everything. Bobby Pickles. Pop culture, documentaries, conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and beer. It's a conversation, start listening, cause we're all here. Bobby Pickles Podcast.
That's me.
Now Mama's got a new beau. He's a suitor. Mama says that he's bona fide.
You ever ring?
Yes, sir. Big and got it, Jim. Mama checked it. It's bona fide. He's a suitor.
I am the only daddy you got. I am the damn paterfamilias.
But you ain't bona fide.
Penny, you stop that.
No, you stop it. Vernon here's got a job. Vernon's got prospects. He's bona fide. What are you?
Howdy. I'm Bobby Pickles. What's your name? Bona fide. Well, I ain't married or engaged just yet, but I believe I am a suitor. Unlike today's guest whose bona fideism ain't backed by faith, but sheer fact. A newlywed, plus the lead singer of Copstabber, a punk rock band that I dare say is absolutely bona fide. I reckon old Copstabber Dave be just as bona fide as the president of the United States, or at least the king of a small country. Hell, he'd have to be, because any man whose music is as poetic as his is, well, that man just has to be, that's right, you guessed it, bona fide. And hell, if he didn't have it tattooed across his girly little baby hands. Anyway, Mr. Martini and I traveled by bus to conduct the following podcast, and we can assure you that out of all the passengers on said bus, with the exclusion of us, not a one was bona fide. Now, the subsequent conversation was conducted in the filthy, grimy, seedy cellar of the Sidebar, located in downtown Baltimore, Maryland. And although the nature of the room we spoke in was anything but bona fide, well, rest assured that the venue as a whole was incredibly bona fide. And all the bands that played with Copstabber that night, both the Attack and the Business, respectively, were also bona fide. Yes, suffice it to say that at times intelligent and at times idiotic dialogue, which is about to ensue, is forever interesting, and the complete and total embodiment of those who harbor a genuine, bona fide disposition. Sam Hill, let's just get to it. Say hello to Copstabber. Well, at least the majority share. The one who looked like a lumberjack must have had better things to do. And just as an aside to Copstabber Dave, in regards to Tone Loki, in the Slam video by Onyx, you may freeze frame at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Salutations.
1, 2, 3. Thatbobenzo.com. 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 Thatbobenzo.com.
Thank you for the beers.
Yeah, thanks for the beer, man.
No worries, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Here,
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
Yep,
Cheers, man.
Baltimore.
I love Budweiser. It's so good.
It's American beer, Bobby.
It is the happy hour beer of choice.
Yeah. Well,
Is it? I like Bud Light the best.
Well, that's because you're an idiot. But
Why?
That is, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Are you serious?
Well, there are much better beers out there to be drank and consumed.
You're one
bigger
of those
brother.
guys, huh?
I love
You're
beer.
a fascist.
I love alcohol.
No.
All varieties, on all levels, though. I am a beer snob in that
You
I
are.
love good beer.
But
But
dude-
I will drink the beer
Yeah.
out of the gutter at
Yeah.
the bottom of the bar.
Okay.
So
Like give me a Hams.
it's a matter of I prefer quality, but I'll take
I'm a-
literally anything.
I'm a
I
sa-
love it.
I'm kind of in the same mindset that you are. However, I don't know, man. People might think it's weird, but I genuinely like Bud Light beer. I don't know why. The corn-fed beer, it's so good. And you, Martini, you're just like this too. You're a little fascist little scumbag when it comes to your elite choices of craft beers.
But I still drink like Budweiser.
But
I
yeah,
have a
here
Coors-
he is in the scummy basement.
Yeah, I know.
No, but
Drinking
it's-
I know,
Budweiser
I'm
in
not gonna have a
Baltimore with the
fucking-
rest of us.
And you know what? I mean, after work every night, I get a Coors Light. I love Coors Light.
It's kind of like your
The silver
selection of
bullet.
music, you know? How you like all this like lofty fucking bullshit or whatever. But then, then you'll get down to the punk rock music.
Yeah, I do.
Bud Light is like punk rock music,
Okay.
right?
I don't know.
absolutely not.
Come on.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
this is what I feel.
Well,
it's my favorite type.
It's,
You can say whatever.
It's cheap and dirty.
Yep. It is just like Bud Light.
That's about all I can really come up with.
No,
Cheap and
it's
dirty.
delicious.
Yeah, okay.
It's absolutely delicious. It's great for the belly, just like the ears. Anyway.
So we're in Baltimore.
We are in
Baltimore,
Baltimore.
Maryland right
That's
now.
right. We took the bus over. We took
Greyhound.
that Peter Pan bus.
The Peter Pan.
Yeah.
There's the Peter Pan. There's the Bolt. There's a couple of them that,
Yeah.
that make the run.
Came over from New York,
Wow.
man.
From NYC or
New York, yeah,
Okay.
NYC. From the, what is
I
it?
knew you
Port
were.
Authority.
I knew you were New York, but that actually can mean like about 14 different complete universes.
Yeah.
Straight from the Port Authority bus terminal on 42nd Street.
There you go.
Right to here.
All right. So
And, yeah, it's easy.
We were surrounded by
that's
complete.
actually not a bad trip.
Yeah. and I
It wasn't bad. It was pretty fast. Besides the fact that we were surrounded by complete fucking morons the whole time.
Oh, Mongoloids ride the bus.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this. Like the window lickers. Like these people are. The buses are just lousy with them.
Where are these people from? And God damn it,
The
they
Midwest, I believe.
when they congregate together, they get along well.
They get along so well.
Chatty.
They
Yeah.
do. They are chatty.
They just want to like outdo one another, not with like how good they are, but with how shitty they are, how fucked up their lives are. It's not like about like, well, I work here and
so
I did
it's
this. And
That
that.
type of terrible person.
Oh, yeah.
The one who is
Well-
one downing. Each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
But
My
that's
daddy's
what it
been there
was.
for me more than anybody, except for my brother, who's actually been there for me more than anybody through everything I've been through.
Tornado.
Fuck you.
And
Yeah, whatever else. Daddy fucking your
Well,
little sister.
the one guy, he sat right behind us. He's really tall. He said he's 6'8" or whatever. He has his entire life story. He's from Maine, lives off the land, kinda, and then he's a metal worker or something.
whatever.
Like that.
Everything
he got
he
a
said
job
was
in
a lie.
Florida. He was going to Orlando, Florida.
well, he had dreams of being a college athlete. And,
Yeah.
But then he was working at the metal factory, which is whatever the fuck you just said.
Right.
And he actually severed all the tendons in the back of his knee there, and it ruined his whole college career. And he's been on a downward slide.
That
ever
could have
since.
been it. He might not have divulged that information, but I could tell you one thing, though. What I did get out of it, he has a truck, right? His truck blew up, and he sold the tow truck driver the truck for $100. And then, but he
it's
was
a really nice
He
truck,
was
he
coming
said.
back after him, and he called him on the cell phone. He said, "Hey, I have something in the console there. You just wait right there. I'm coming around." And then I guess the guy took his Loratab out of the center console. He took his medicine.
Yeah, his
And
medicine.
I just pictured, oh my God, all these people drugged up on these fucking pharmaceuticals, just
Yeah.
going through life in a daze. Riding buses.
I think going through life in the days, that's the problem in America, is that people don't know how to party. There is a lifestyle to maintain.
You have
And,
to
like,
have
I'm
highs.
I'm about that life.
Yeah.
Like, believe me. Like, if you know anything about me, you know that fucking Copstabber Dave is about that life.
Copstabber Dave,
But it
tell
took
me
me
about you.
it took me years to get where I'm at. Like, I had to learn, I had to go through the trials and tribulations, and I had to be the bus mongoloid, because not everyone understands immediately how to party properly. And sometimes it takes over.
Yeah.
Well, at this stage of my life, I'm a well-adjusted young adult. I'm, recently married. I'm
That's
30,
right.
35. Like, at this point in my life, I can't go and do the things that I used to do. I can't party the way that I did. So now I have to make sure that I push everything to the absolute limit on like the 3 or 4 days a week. 4 days a week. That's bona fide. That's how you can maintain, you can keep your life together if you only get completely fucked out of your mind 4 days a week.
Would you consider yourself to be an alcoholic, Dave?
Well, musically, my answer to that would be I'm not an alcoholic. I'm sober phobic.
Oh my God! Listen,
Classic. But
I have to ask
if you
a
wanted
question.
to talk about clinical definitions and whether I have a distinct need for the nectar, yeah, I probably do. I've never been diagnosed.
No, I'll admit openly, I'm an alcoholic. I don't give a fuck.
I like to go with big drinker.
But you're a soberphobic, which is a title of one of your songs from Copstabber, and actually, I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
Now, my roommate is this guy who claims that he was the inspiration behind soberphobic.
Wait, you actually know Tone Loki?
Yes,
What?
I do.
Get out of here!
Oh my God.
No fucking way!
You know
Are you
Loki.
serious?
Yeah.
I cannot believe that was
Mr.
going to happen.
Loki. Yeah. Now, how
I
do
thought,
you?
I thought Tony would.
I want to get.
Oh,
the,
what? Oh, I apologize. I'm going to say right now on the air that I apologize to you, Tony, you fucking scum douche, because I totally thought he was full of shit.
There's so many
Fucking
things.
no
So
way.
many things he says I think are full of shit.
Now, okay, can you vouch for the fact that motherfucker is related to Flea?
He's a bullshitter.
I'm
telling you.
I heard that from him.
Really?
Yeah, that they're like stepbrothers or like second cousins.
So a little backstory.
or like no, the same aunt.
Can I tell you something really quick that's really interesting? I mean, I don't know, but I went to Catholic school my whole life down in Florida. I'm from Florida, actually, from St. Pete, Florida. My religion teacher in high school said that she was first cousins with Flea. That was like her claim to fame. And then every time they had like, family reunions or whatever, Flea would come. He invited the whole family. They all wore
showing up to a family reunion.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
No,
that?
she did. She specifically told us, I do not believe this is fictitious. I believe this is real. But anyway, the whole family went to one of their shows and they came out with the socks on their dicks.
Socks and cocks.
Yeah. But anyway, that was.
But
anyway, knowing her and that family situation where she was from, I would say that Tony is a bullshitter. He's a bullshit artist.
There you go.
Well, he
that
was
works.
right about this, though.
But he's
That
right
he was
about
the
this.
inspiration behind the song.
There's a couple other things.
But,
now, what do you know about
back to the inspiration?
What do you know
behind
about this
song.
Tone Loki fella?
This Tone Loki fellow, I am not exactly sure how we became Facebook pals, whether it was through my buddy Gutter Christ, who puts on a lot of metal shows and hardcore shows up in Jersey. Big ups. I think that might have been our gateway drug to one another.
Okay.
But we just became pals one way or another on Facebook. And then I guess, I don't know if his aspirations for stand-up comedy are still alive and well or whatever. But he went through a period of time, at least, where he was, literally all day, every day, just posting jokes. And I'm telling you, he is not funny. Like, his hits hit. I'm saying about 65%. He's solid. He's a funny dude.
And so tell
how
me,
that would translate on stage. Again, he's an interesting fellow. The one time I met him face to face.
you met him face to face?
Oh yeah, Clifton, New Jersey. He came out and partied.
How long ago was this?
2 years?
2 years ago?
Maybe.
Oh shit! I was thinking Tony was somebody like this was a long time.
Now,
ago.
do you know anything about his background by any chance? First of all, do you know? Okay.
Hardcore kid.
No. First of all, can you tell me about the
probably-
Can you tell me about the soberphobic thing?
Well, he just made a joke. He made or it wasn't even a joke. It was just a little one-liner that he just threw out on Facebook that said, "I'm not an alcoholic. I'm sober-phobic." And I'm like, "Hey, yo, homie, I'm gonna go ahead and steal that from you. Hope you don't mind. It's a great line, and I've already written 3/4 of a song.
I wanna
in
go
about
ahead and-
11 seconds here.
I want to go ahead and shake your hand right now. Because I believe good artists copy, great artists steal, and I live by that. And that's any kind of creative-minded person. It's not exactly stealing, but it's knowing when you're inspired and somebody says something else, and you go, "I'm going to use that for this."
When the light bulb goes off, I'm not going to feel bad about being
I always
inspired.
put myself around
if you wanna use
people,
that
talk
word.
about things. I keep myself around a lot of different people because you never know who's going to trigger it, and you're going to go, "Bam, perfect."
Right.
And it's absolutely true.
So I got to get back to Tony. So Bobby rescued Tony from the homeless depths of Penn Station by Madison Square Garden.
I've known Tony for about 4 years. When I moved to, I'll give you the backstory really quick. I came up here and I got a job sight unseen managing the little Verizon Wireless in Penn Station, right? A couple days into it, maybe, all of a sudden this homeless bum wanders in and asks me if he could charge his cell phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? This bum has a cell phone. Of course, I started charging it for him, started talking to him and stuff like that, befriended the guy. What the fuck? Why are you homeless? Fast forward, I'm living with my girlfriend in Brooklyn. She goes away for a couple days or whatever. I say, "Hey, Tony, why don't you come over, take a shower, even sleep over or whatever." I'm like, sleep over like 3 days in a row, right? And I observed no psychotic tendencies, right? None more than myself.
Okay.
no like drug abuse or alcoholism or anything like that. Even though I smoked pot and I was trying to offer it to him and things like that, right?
I don't remember if he actually like did any of the horrible drugs that I was doing all night in Clifton, New Jersey.
Now I don't know that, but
he was definitely there and present and a part of my drug-addled experience in Clifton, New Jersey.
Really?
That is definitely the case.
He was around
He
it.
was certainly no further away than me.
And he didn't do it?
Yes, he did.
I can't vouch.
Yes, he did.
I
will say I wasn't even there. I will say Tony did.
I don't recall, and if he
Well,
did,
of course not.
and I don't think he touched my cocaine. I don't think he touched my cocaine.
We're going to get to the cocaine in a second. But just to fast forward and really get to it, my girlfriend and I split up this year back in May. And then literally, like, she moved out May 1st, and May 2nd I called him up and just moved him in with me. And now he's not homeless. He's on the streets. He works full time. He's got his shit together, you know, and it's
because of you.
These little things, though,
Bobby,
keep on coming out. Like, he was in the Slam video back in the 90s and shit. Slam. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, he
dun,
wasn't
dun.
that.
He was in it. He was legitimately in it. You can go to it. You can freeze frame it. Yeah, I swear to God, he was in
You
it.
give me like
3 or 4 times. I will give it to you later.
2-second range, 22 to minute 20.
Well, I'll do it on here. I'll find out where it is, and I'll put it on the podcast.
Bet.
Yeah.
I will find that, man.
But he was in it, and it's crazy. It's so funny. Like, all these things.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I need to hold the microphone better. Whatever. Don't even.
So, yeah, Tony.
What a character. And he's a good guy. Like, I got.
He's a good guy.
I
So
got nothing bad to say about
So,
him.
all right. So, yeah. Tony's living with me, right? It's back in maybe May or whatever. We're driving around, right? And he puts this thing on. I want you to introduce you to this awesome band, Copstabber. I like cocaine. Goes straight to my brain. Makes me feel insane. Do yak, I feel no pain. Right?
Basically.
Or, I'm sorry. Maybe I
that's
screwed
fine.
up. But then when you get to the one part, the opening of the song, you say the best part because it's so true.
You take a whiff, you feel like a pimp, but I wish it didn't make my dick go limp. Is
Fucking poetry.
It is poetry.
And
I'm telling you
is.
this, like, this is not. I'm not some arrogant douchebag who thinks that my shit don't stink or that I'm so fucking awesome or whatever. But I'll tell you this: the void that Copstabber fills is quality-oriented scumbag music. There's a lot of scumfuck music out there. There's a whole genre of scumfuck-based music that started with, the GGs and, that world and sort of spiderwebbed out into the whatever that it is now. 99.6% of that shit is just unlistenable. Just absolutely horrible. And when it's good, you usually only are dealing with good music. Like, it's actually, like, pretty rockin'. Like, it's usually like, rock and roll based, and, like, it's got, like, a good little whatever. And then some douchebag comes on and starts screaming, like, it seems like they don't try. That's what I'm saying. And we put that little extra effort in to really try to write beautiful music for you people while still writing the catchiest, most beautiful, fun, sing-along, jump on top of each other, have fun music that happens to be about abortions and stabbing cops and fucking banging hookers. And
How'd you come up with the name Copstabber?
I'll tell you this. I thought Copstabber up years before it ever got used. And I'm talking a solid 8 years probably before. And I was like, you'll never find a better name for a band in this genre, in the punk rock world. I mean, it's not going to work in country or, a lot of the fucking other stupid, there's never going to be like a jazz quartet called Copstabber. It's not going to happen. But in the punk rock, hardcore world, I decided by myself, because that's just how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
That it's the best band name that there's ever been, ever will be, and someone needs to use this motherfucker. But I was actively in a band called The Homeowners at the time, and I was happy, doing that, and it was fine, and it was good. So it sat on the shelf. If any of you people are musically inclined, you know what I'm talking about. Every day, your idiot friend is like, I'm starting a new band.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking need to figure out a new band name, man. I swear to God, I handed that shit to 120 different musicians and said, you can take this. You can have it. It is the best band name that there will ever be and has ever been. It will get you an instant following amongst every angry 15-year-old kid who wants to piss off his fucking parents and like go to school the next day and wear a t-shirt that says Copstabber on it. Their fucking teacher is gonna shit a fucking brick.
Do you have any T-shirts, by the way?
Absolutely.
Do you have them with you? I want to buy one.
They're somewhere, yeah.
They're
in the building.
Do you have one that has the Metallica?
The Stab 'em All logo
I
is
love
the only
that
one we have
fucking
right now.
I love it.
We are low.
Stab 'em all.
We are
Martini's fucking brilliant.
We are butt low on merch right now.
But you have some of those somewhere?
Yeah, we
Do you have any
definitely
CDs here tonight?
Just Stab 'em All CD, Stab 'em All shirt. The first CD is out of print, or not out of print. I'm sorry, we ran out of our copies, and I'm not gonna say anything rude or bad. We just aren't gonna afford to buy them from the label.
Yeah, fuck.
So you can go to
stuff.
ZodiacKillerRecords.com, who is an awesome website and an awesome distributor and an awesome label, whatever, Zodiac Killer Records, because they put out the first record. It was a blessing. He looked us up. Go buy 150 fucking copies of that shit, please, because I need to buy crack.
Because you need that many to make a profit.
Oh, yeah, or buy more, please. That would be even better.
So now what happened with that record company, you guys?
No, everything's good. We went a different direction, or we went with a different label the second time through. But Ron, the guy who runs Zodiac Killer, he delivered every single thing that he promised.
Zodiac Killer, that's a pretty hardcore name. It's a pretty punk rock name, too.
He found us online, just like, I guess, saw like a YouTube video of one of our early performances where we weren't even really that fucking good yet. But he saw that, and it was actually April Fool's Day. I get a phone call at about 11:23 p.m. on April Fool's Day from my drummer. And I say, the fuck is Geoff calling me at fucking 11:30? What's up, homie? Really? A record label wants to fucking put out our album and like pay to do all this shit and whatever? Like, we've already recorded it. You know, they just want to pay to press it and distribute it and whatever else. Oh, okay. Fuck you, fucking loser. You know, you think I'm going to fall for your dumb April Fool's bullshit? Call me close to midnight, you know, so that it like slips my mind. You know, kiss my ass. 2 seconds later, my email go ding, and it's like, holy shit, this guy actually did send a contract to our fucking email address. That is fucking stupid. And it worked out great. Like I said, everything that he said he would do, he did.
That's awesome.
And I got zero anything bad to say.
That's awesome, man.
Killer Records. So just because we didn't go with them.
Now, who are you with now?
We went with Overdose on Records, who is run by our pals in the band Common Enemy, who are just one of the best like punk rock thrash skate punk bands. So fucking great. Love that band. Proud to be affiliated with them, and they definitely did the same thing. You know, everything that they said that they would do, they took care of.
Now, Dave, what is it? Is it Dave Homeowner? What am I to call you?
Dave Homeowner is the name that I spent a lot of years, like I said, playing with a band called the Homeowners, and was one of 2 vocalists set up there.
That's your nom de plume?
That's my, let's go with that.
That's your pen name?
That's my stupid Facebook or whatever name. I mean, truthfully, it was the name that I went with that band, and then we did some decent amount of touring, played a lot of different cities and met a lot of different cool people. So many people knew me as Dave Homeowner. Nobody knows my stupid real name, and nobody needs to. Who cares what my stupid real name is? It's 2013. We don't need names anymore. We have the...
Listen, I'm a big proponent on nom de plumes or whatever, or your warrior name or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. You know, my name's Robert Piccarillo, but I go by Bobby Pickles.
Davey Gravy is my warrior
I've
name.
met Wavy Gravy, actually. I met Wavy Gravy.
Yugen.
Yeah. In like the Seminole Mall when I was like 16.
Isn't that something?
Anyway, like I said, I love when people have these different names, these aliases.
Yeah, but it came from the Homeowners. Like I said, I met so many great people.
But you've carried it on now with Copstabber.
And now I could easily go ahead and, at this point, because, I mean, Copstabber was started on a total lark. Our buddy, who was the original bass player on the first album, Keith, or Aggro Keith, as many people know him.
Aggro Keith?
Who is the least aggro dude ever. He plays WoW. He's great. He's the best dude. He hated being in Copstabber so fucking bad. He just lived in the Copstabber house with the guitar player and where we practiced. So like me and the drummer would show up and we would just be able to just pull him out of his room and force him into slave practice, basically. And He tried to quit that band literally
You just wouldn't let him?
100 times, and we just would flat out tell him, you absolutely can't, and it's not happening, so shut up, pick up your fucking bass, we're playing the show. And, then he'd get mad at us again at the next show, because we would steal, 20 cases of beer from the bar, and he'd be like, we need to fucking keep a relationship with this place. Shut up, Keith! And we'd all, whatever.
So he's not with the band now, though, right?
In spirit, he got married, and then he moved out of the Copstabber house, and he said, I don't have to play in this band anymore. I don't live in that house. You can't make me. And so we released him. We allowed him to take off, and then we moved in. Mr. Ricky Ravioli is his nom de plume. His real name is Todd, but he's an Italian fella, so we've all determined that his name is actually Ricky Ravioli. And
I love it. Just like you have this name, Copstabber, that you had it for a couple of years or whatever floating around. I have a similar name that I like, and I would love to start a band called the Coney Island Whitefish. Because do you know what a Coney Island Whitefish is?
Not at all, but I bet I'm about to find out.
Oh, yeah. Well, Coney Island is so dirty and filthy and has so much shit floating around that a whitefish is a used condom. So I've always wanted to start a punk band called the Coney Island Whitefish.
I'm into it.
It's a good name. I've always said it's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
And actually, I realized just recently, a couple of weeks ago, that there was a band called Coney Island Whitefish. Not but Coney Island Whitefish. It was a punk band back in the 70s, late 70s.
Really?
And they only were around for a very, very short time. They didn't really...
Because, the names back then, weren't usually quite that funny.
Yeah.
They didn't really border
I know
on-
the person whose brother was in the band. And I was saying this idea. And she goes, what? That's my brother's band. Yeah, they have a Facebook page. Look,
Back
I
in the
made it.
70s,
It was
the
back in
band
70s.
name
I was
would
like,
have been called
fuck!
Condoms.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been that. And that would have been punk rock as fuck.
I was pissed, though.
Good on
We
them.
need more beer. Can you go get another beer for us, please? I'll get you back.
I'm paying, so you're flying. I buy you fly.
All right.
I buy you
Ow!
fly, Bobby.
That's
You fucking cocksucker.
I would love
Gas,
to.
grass, or ass?
Let's see if you can carry on a decent conversation for 2 minutes, you fucking scum douche.
Wait, what are we talking about?
3 buds. I'll be right back.
What were we just talking about? Because I'm way too fucking stoned to
We're talking. Bobby's going on about his idea for a
Whitefish.
Even though he
It
can't
was
even,
about condoms.
yeah, but even though Bobby can't even really play music anymore and has lost all his musical talent, completely.
Well, that's what happens when you start becoming a voice about music. You lose the idea of how to compose or create it.
And it actually happened before we even. Bobby's kind of stopped playing whenever I first met him, and now he completely sucks and he's talentless. He can't
Brain
even,
dead.
He can't even play anymore.
His fingers, a shell of his former self.
Well, yeah, his hands have gotten too weak, and he's
really
he's got girl
unfortunate.
hands now.
It's
he can't play.
unfortunate.
Yeah, well, he's a
Baby hands.
he's a
some people
faggot.
would
He's
say.
he's a douchebag. So I mean, that's Bobby. Are you from Baltimore?
I was born in the Silver Spring, right outside Washington, D.C. Is Silver Spring, Tacoma Park, that area. That's where I was actually born and spent the first few years of my life. Then, because of whatever negligent parenting and whatever else, I wound up living in Bethesda with my great-grandmother and my great-uncle. Whatever, long story short. So that's where I actually grew up, was in Bethesda, Maryland, right outside Washington, D.C., about 45 minutes south of Baltimore.
Okay.
D.C. has tons of great people in it, but is largely populated by the most offensive, just horrible human beings that you could ever imagine. D.C. couldn't be worse if it tried, I don't think.
That was me.
It's just the worst, most horrible thing that ever happened. It just happens to have a couple hundred amazing best people ever. So I hated D.C. and spent as little time in that town as I possibly could, even though it's literally 14 minutes from my house. I would come to Baltimore and drive an hour and risk that drunk drive or whatever drive home on the regular instead of driving or taking the stupid easy train, which would be even smarter and better.
Yeah.
If D.C. wasn't just full of the worst human beings you could ever think of, ever.
That's awesome. I like this shit talking about DC.
So is this all what I missed? I missed shit talking about DC?
For the most part, and shit talking about you.
Really?
Well, yeah, of course. I was talking
But
about
me and Dave, we're not even that good friends yet. I mean,
Dave
you have
and
to-
Dave and I,
Dave and
you
I,
English
yeah.
major.
So yeah, all of my very good friends talk shit to me, and I talk shit right back to them, and we really belittle each other every chance we get because teasing is loving, right?
Teasing is loving. That's what Mama always said. Mama said that all the time. Well, no, I was actually telling Mr. Homeowner here that you, in your years involved in music and stuff, and you used to play in a punk band, but unfortunately, since I've known you, which has been for about 6 years now,
Yeah.
Girl hands.
yeah,
Girl
you've developed girl hands.
What do you mean?
You can't even hold the strings down now. Whenever you play, you don't even play anymore.
Girl
You don't
hands.
even
I don't even
practice.
play anymore.
You have to do it
My
girl
5-string
Is
bass.
what I've been told is that you have girl hands.
Yeah,
And listen,
well, it's
let
true.
me just say something right now. Only fucking douchebags have 5-string basses. Okay, I'm gonna say that right now. I'm
mean,
against them 100%.
Is it metalcore? Is that what you play? Is you have to down tune to like
No.
negative G or something?
Yeah.
I've had that bass guitar. Shit, man. High school, so
No, it's okay. I mean, we
Yeah.
all listened to Slipknot, once.
slapping the bass like that stupid
Slap the
fucking
bass.
movie, right? I used to play some bass. My band was called Domestic Dispute.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I love punk rock music.
Isn't it great?
Grew up on punk rock music. It's always been my favorite music. And I don't know if you're going to call me pussy or whatever, but my genre that I like, the particular type of punk rock is NoFX, Bad Religion.
NoFX is
is
a such hated on band. I'm
They're
gonna
my
tell
favorite band.
I'm gonna tell you this:
They
like
are.
so many people want to shit on that fucking stupid band. I love that stupid band. Like they not only have put out consistently great pieces of music that I enjoy listening to. Every album that they put out has absolute gems on it that are jewels from heaven.
I know.
And they deserve so much more love than they get. And I'll tell you this, they played at a venue in Washington, D.C. when I was a young fella. Mm-hmm. And I was coming up, like I was involved in the scene, and things were cool, like it was a good scene. But, like a young man coming up, NoFX playing, whatever. My buddy was working the show. He said, hey, come back, come see the band. The biggest pile of cocaine that I've ever seen at one time was just sitting there. And they go, dude, please, just do as much of this as you possibly can. We'll never, ever finish this. Can you just do as much of this as you can?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like 18, 19, and up for the challenge. Yeah, that was a great night. And they definitely
That's a fantastic story. Did you get to talk to anybody like Fat Mike or anything like that?
Does that incriminate them by me saying that?
No. How long was it? Over 7 years ago?
Oh, totally.
All right, then it's already passed. It's already passed.
This was probably like 20 years.
Besides, this is all hearsay, of course. This is all hearsay.
And it is hearsay by a dumb idiot who's high on drugs right now, and my opinion is worth
What are you
the
gonna
fucking...
say? What's the legal thing you got to say? I think you got to say...
Bobby, go fuck yourself.
Bobby, go fuck yourself. No!
No, legally, I think you got to say allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
That's all you say is allegedly.
And you know what
I'm
found is-
allegedly on drugs right now.
And speaking of the word, I don't know what the proper thing is with the word allegedly, because I hear people say, like, allegedly I'm on drugs right now, or I'm on drugs right now, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Are both correct?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. You can
Like,
intersperse
legit,
it.
like, you can use either one? I don't know.
It's a wiggly word.
But I hear it used in multiple ways.
I believe in the legalization of marijuana
Bet.
for recreational use
All day.
on a federal level.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
Let's make this happen.
You know what's so crazy, though, is really interesting about this, about precedents that are getting set, right? Because in New York City...
Oh, the wheels are turning, baby.
are.
These hippie states are the start of
So-
a big movement.
So check it out. So we got state rights, right?
When are they going to legalize tweak?
What?
When are they going to legalize some tweak?
Tweak?
I want to get some crystal meth legalized. What do I got to do?
Really?
I mean, not really, but can someone just bring me some?
Personally, I'm not really...
We're not live, are we? This is being recorded, so like if I ask someone to bring me fucking crystal meth to the sidebar right now, like,
No. Yeah.
they'll show up here like 3 days from now when you...
Exactly.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Can you bring me tweak 3 days ago? History.
Now, Dave, you're not bullshitting right
I don't
right
even
now.
know what I'm talking
You
about.
really like that stuff, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't done crystal meth in probably at least weeks, maybe months.
Wow.
Maybe a month.
When you play on stage, do you, you have to be...
I don't have to be anything. I actually played, and this is the stupidest thing. You ever heard of MRSA?
Yeah, with staph infection.
Fucking
shit.
terrible, right?
Oh, it can kill you.
Well, yeah, it can if you're a pussy.
Yeah. Good point.
But I got that pretty recently and beat it with antibiotics. I caught that shit like a pro. 3 weeks ago, we had a show. And I'm on the antibiotics for the MRSA. And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not fucking around with this dumb shit. I've heard that if you drink on these antibiotics or whatever, they lose effectiveness. I don't feel like losing my fucking leg. And actually, one of the outbreaks was on my hip, which was like still inches away, but like it's close to my fucking dick. So like if it like decided it wanted to start eating away like meat, like it only had like 8 inches to get to dick area. Yeah. So that's when I go to the doctor. As soon as I see like a problem within
It's creeping up.
an 8-inch range.
Oh
of
my
dick,
God.
I'm like, I'm going to the doctor. I need to get this shit fixed.
What the fuck is MRSA?
It's a terrible staph infection that is resistant to all medication except these one specific group of antibiotics, which they got me on in time, and it stopped, and it's gone, and it's whatever. But I played my very first ever sober show. And I wasn't sober. I mean, I fucking smoked a shit ton of weed
But
and
sober
probably did
as-
cocaine. But I didn't have a drop of alcohol on stage, and it was the weirdest fucking shit. I mean, it was great. We had a great show. But I realized that alcohol is a true relaxer of your body. Like, not just like your muscles and the way you dumb talk. Like your lungs, your internal organs relax. These are things that you don't know because you're not a doctor. And neither am I, but I figured this shit out the other night, and it happened in front of me. I was right there, sober as fuck, and I'm singing, and I'm like, God damn, I fucking cannot breathe right now. Like, my lungs are not doing what they normally do, and I'm like, oh my God. They're just like all tense. They don't know how to do this. Like, this is weird for them. Like, they're normally like, yeah, I'm just going to chill here. Oh, yeah. No, like they had no relaxation at all. Like it was so tense, and it was the hardest thing. At the end of the set, there were these idiots in my fucking band. Like were like, "Oh yeah, let's play like 3 more songs. Like we still have like 10 more minutes left. Oh, we played the songs too fast, so let's play more songs." And I'm like, "Yeah, no." Yeah, we played them. Fucking assholes. But yeah, I'll tell you this: playing sober shows is for the birds, and nobody should ever do it. And you should all do drugs, drink, party 4 days a week, go see Copstabber, buy all of our shit. You should collect Copstabber merch. You know the big thing right now is all these motherfuckers, like these young up and coming hardcore bands, like getting famous off of merch. Backtrack, like they're super great hardcore
You mean
band.
they come out with like a brand?
Their merch is like exclusive. Like Sub-Zero started it. For one show, like you'd be able to get this specific t-shirt design. And so they started this like collector's world of like merch.
Hell yeah.
So like this is the whole like merch core. I just made that shit up like this second because my dick is enormous and I just think of things all the time. And merch core. So yeah, like that whole phenomenon is happening, like where like bands are getting known, and they're not always bad bands. Like I said, Backtrack is dope. Like, but like they're known like for like having like dope merch, and like kids go like to the show and immediately let's go
does
sell
your
their
merch?
shit on eBay. A dude.
Yeah.
I drive to his home in Columbia, Maryland, somewhere. It's back in the woods, and you drive like a 2-mile driveway, and it's sketchy as fuck. And I bet he's probably like in a militia. I don't know, like what this dude. I mean, he's really friendly. He's always so nice. Like he's the best dude. I sometimes remember what his first name is, but I don't right
So
now.
he's a screen printer?
And yeah.
Yeah, and does he do the graphic design and stuff like that too?
Oh no! I mean, I don't want to say he doesn't do that because who am I to fucking say what this guy does?
Who comes up with your art?
I mean, we come up with the dumb ideas for our art. Like our biggest seller, is the Copstabber ripoff that says Copstabber on it, and it's the same logo as Copstabber's.
Yeah.
Iconic, red and white logo. It's a beautiful shirt, and it's
Well, let me just throw it out there.
8 million individual T-shirts of that have been sold.
Well, let me just throw it out there. And what I do is I make T-shirts.
Okay.
That's what I do. And like this is like Fat Enzo is our brand. And it's a dog taking a shit is the logo.
Yeah, we started this like 6 years ago.
A lot of it is like people of history, politics, and pop culture. This is something I'm trying to do just for like New Yorkers, like streetwear kind of look,
Right
you
on.
know? But if you ever are in the market and you would like to
I'll find out what our rates are,
Yeah.
and if your rates are in the same vicinity. But see, your rates are going to have to include shipping because I'm not driving to
I
your
gotcha.
dumb idiot house
I gotcha.
and picking them up. So
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there because
This
I
is
don't
a
wanna be
really-
a dick to
this
you.
is-
But if
if you're ever in New York-
be that same rate, I'll help you.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. Anyway, we should talk about that sometime. You know?
Bet. I just need to find that shit out because I don't even know what the fuck we pay. I just know, I think his name's Matt. Drive to Matt's house because that just sounds familiar, right? Doesn't it? You don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
sounds
But that sounds familiar, right? When someone says, hey, drive to Matt's house. Go pick that shit up. That sounds right.
Yes, it does.
It does sound right.
So, what drugs are you on tonight?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nah, I've just been smoking a ton of weed.
That's it. Okay.
And drinking.
One thing I think about, like, cocaine, to be honest with you, like, if you do it, you can have a hell of a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
For real. It would be the most interesting podcast.
No, you
We-
would just,
you-
no,
you
no.
just-
Let me tell you something. No, let me tell you something.
We would
just
get into
think
the
it was.
so...
You would just think it was when
Really?
we were doing it.
It would be the
I know,
most.
it would be
the
awesome.
most filled
It would be
podcast that you ever did. There would be less.
Yeah, but it would just
there would
be
be
it
less of
it would
this.
sound awesome as we were doing it, but then whenever you went back and listened to it, like, wow,
We are on
we're
drugs.
no, you wouldn't say that. You would just say, wow, I'm really fucking retarded. Like, I'm a dumb
See, I disagree.
person.
I come up with my best shit like when
no.
I'm all yacked out,
I
or
can't
like,
go
or
back
I've been
listen to
smoking tweak
myself.
for like 3 days and it's just flying. Like,
Oh, my
it's-
God. You really are punk rock. Look at this.
But I'll make some interesting TV or radio or whatever. I'll tell you that. I know,
you
I know the recipe. It's called 3 days this week.
Now, Dave, you're a married man now, huh?
I am a married man.
Tell me about that. Who's this guy?
Oh, this motherfucker.
Have a seat right here. Martini, you should stay for a second before you go smoke a cigarette. Just stay.
Well, we should get our bass player then if he's upstairs.
He is?
Yeah.
Go get him. Yeah, stick around, Martini, dude. You don't need to smoke a cigarette right now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I need a beer.
Hey, what the fuck, man? Go smoke a cigarette. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like
I
we're
need a
not
beer.
going to be here for...
Yeah, come on, listen to this guy. I know that. And look how many mics we got, anyways.
The guy who just walked in and then walked back the fuck out was our drummer, Geoff, or Jeffy Bats, as he is known, and I'll let him...
Listen,
I'll let him allegedly...
let's just be real for a second. Come on.
Yeah,
Is
all
it- Why do you feel the need to constantly do drugs? Please, just
Constantly? Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here with that constantly shit, man.
Why? Is it not true?
Nah. Well, I mean, I smoke weed every day.
Oh, I smoke weed every day, too.
Well, get the fuck out of here, then.
No,
you
that's
ain't no
fine.
better than me.
All right, you're right. Just not the hard stuff.
Well, I mean, that, is catch as catch can, I think is more how that is. I'm usually too broke to actually buy.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm usually too
Here,
broke
I want you
to
to have a seat
to-
right here.
to-
Unfortunately, we only have 3 mics, so if you could toggle between the one
How
right
about
there.
4 beers? I see some empties over here.
There's a ton of empties. What the fuck are you guys coming down here for empty-handed?
I don't know.
Listen, if you're going to talk right into it. Well, I know, obviously, you know, because you're in,
Because you're a rock star.
yeah.
Jeffy Bats, who's holding the mic right now. And
two
then
bats
Ricky
right now.
Ravioli, Todd.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Bobby Pickles was just giving me a fucking hard time about doing drugs too much.
No.
Do you want to chime in on this and like tell
What
this
I wanna
guy
chime in
to
is
mind
that-
his own fucking business and maybe not try to boss people around so much?
Oh, shit, I don't want to get the shit kicked out of me down here in the
I
fucking...
mean, that's tough
Well,
talk from
Kentucky,
someone
I'm-
smoking a tobacco vaporizer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, I
You
was
guys
just
are both-
smoking a bowl allegedly with this idiot over here.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, we were smoking. Well, look at that tattoo. That's awesome.
That's a penis on his forehead.
Bonafide.
Bona fide.
Bonafide. Now, what does bonafide mean to you?
It means
He's a suitor.
Yeah.
He's a
Ladies
suitor.
and gentlemen, he's a keeper. He can kind of read bone feedy.
It means genuine or authentic, and it's a good term for me. I think I'm the real deal. You know what I mean? But what it really is as my esteemed colleague Ricky Ravioli here just mentioned, a line from the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" movie was, "Mama said he's bona fide," and another little kid then would say,
He's a suitor.
"That's the sound of a man saying he's a suitor when he's got allegedly a whole bunch of marijuana in his lungs." He's a suitor. So this was sort of a wedding gift to myself. I'm bona fide. I'm a legit human being, and some chick finally agreed to that, and
Hell yeah, man.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
That's proof, buddy. That's not alleged. That's a fact.
Proof is in the pudding, whatever.
So tell me about Copstabber, guys. How long you guys been together and everything?
At this point, it's been 5 years. 2008, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's been a solid 5 years.
Late 2008?
July, August. When's Keith's birthday?
It's like the longest practice.
Well, yeah, we started the band as a joke project for our buddy Keith, who was the original bass player. It was going to be his birthday party. He wanted to have like a big shindig at the crib. And we're like, we should just make up a band and play our own party.
Stupid fucking
ha, ha, ha. And I was like, finally, can I use Copstabber? Can this please be fucking Copstabber? Can someone finally fucking take Copstabber from me? And Keith, Grandma is, I don't know about Copstabber, guys. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with that. But just like everything, we bullied him into it, and he accepted it. So it was supposed to have been for one party. We practiced. We wrote 5-6 great songs for that event. And at that point, we had a few other ones that were, in development that were also going to be great. And we were like, why should this be a one-time thing? Everybody at the party had, like, the sickest time ever. Let's do it again. Mm-hmm. And, of course, immediately people were already saying, like, yo, you want to play a show? You want to play a show? So that's kind of how it started.
And you guys were in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Well, like the outskirts?
Vaguely.
Well, I mean...
He was Geoff Batts. He was living in D.C.
Yeah, can we introduce... What's your name?
Jeffy Batts.
Jeffy Batts?
Yeah.
What's up, man? I'm Bobby.
Bobby?
Yep.
Bobby Pickles.
And your name is?
Ricardo Ravioli.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right. His greasy-ass hands.
The olive oil.
Yeah, I got a Italian name, Robert Picarillo, but everybody calls me Bobby Pickles, so that's why. Take the microphone for a second.
Ask
so
Todd to take the microphone was the biggest mistake you've made all day.
Won't stop talking.
I'm going to go buy beer.
I play 4 strings.
You play bass?
Yes, sir.
How do you like playing in Copstabber?
I love playing in this band. I was a little nervous at first, the name and all. Not Grandma like Keith was, but, you can get fucked up playing in a band with Copstabber. We were actually, I think me and a buddy of mine were at a metal fest at the Auto Bar, and David was getting hemmed up by some off-duty cops. Me and my buddy, we thought he was going to get fucked up. My buddy Jimmy's like, we got to do something. I'm like, we can't help him. They had asked me to join the band, and he come up to me later, and I'm like, dude, I almost saw you get fucking pistol whipped. And he said that he basically talked his way out of it, just gave him the rundown, and the band was, it was all shtick, and, what are you going to stab a fucking cop for,
We can edit that out because we'll stab a fucking cop.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to stab a cop.
I love it, man. I love the name of it.
So then you actually see on the news that somebody stabbed a cop, and it's like, Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. But yeah, him getting out of that convinced me that, hey, if he can fucking get out of that, then I got no problem.
Well, there's the La Casa or whatever the hell that place was in D.C.
Yeah, we actually were hugged by a police officer in Washington, D.C.
They laughed and they hugged us.
They did?
Yes, that was a trip. Yeah,
why did they do that?
I have no idea. We're playing a song, and somebody said cop. Geoff pulls out a knife and pulls it out, and he's
on
like,
the cop.
Not on the cop, just behind the kit, to me. And he just started hugging everybody, dude. And then he walked out, and I remember somebody said, "Did that just happen?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it did. I love playing in the band.
And then they all started calling us Cop Hugger that night.
Yep.
Oh my God! Hey, I mean, listen, there's a lot of bands out there that do jest or whatever, like Guar, right? Yeah. That's all for show.
Yeah, until they come in your cereal.
Yeah.
The good thing is we're ugly enough so we don't have to dress up.
And sometimes they're just out of milk.
Yeah. Who writes all the songs?
Everyone.
Yeah,
everybody?
It's a group effort, man. Some people, like I have a song or some riffs, and we'll put them together. And Matt he's a guitar player. He writes most of the stuff, but, we'll take over and do a little bit of arrangement here and there. But the shit's pretty easy, We're not out there building rockets.
Yeah, but it's, I think it's like poetry, man.
Oh, right on. Appreciate that.
It's brilliant.
Thank you.
How's Martini at? Martini still out there?
He's not exactly as assertive as I am at the bar. He was up there with his limp wrist trying to let me alert you to my need of alcohol.
What the fuck,
And I just
man?
pushed him aside and got up there. Give me my Vulcan beer.
Hell yeah. And you got a Pabst now.
They're bigger.
Yeah, I should have got that instead, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What can you do?
All right, so How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Long time on the road. Spent about 3.5, 4 hours getting here, so I'm happy. Just want to.
Now, do you play a lot of stuff in Baltimore?
It's one of our main stomps.
How many times do you play out?
Dude, our fucking silhouettes are imprinted on the back wall from the light shadows over the years, just fucking blending us into it, dude.
I've blasted so many loads.
You're a nasty son of a bitch.
One thing that we do also, in addition to my podcast, we also play like little snippets from, when we interview punk rock bands or anything like that for Loud, Fast, and Shitty Radio down in Tampa, Florida.
Right on.
So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about that, really.
You got a Largo boy here, so.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
That's crazy. Tell me, so how long did you...
I lived off of Almerton.
Yeah.
Which by, I
nuts.
guess there's a big mall there now.
Yeah.
When I was a kid
the
growing
Largo
up,
Mall.
it was just woods,
It was just woods.
Yeah, it was all woods.
Outhouses.
In the 1800s, laddie, when we come off the boat.
What I like to say is I was born and raised along the redneck beaches of Tampa. Or whatever.
Outstanding.
Did you just
Hey,
say
there's nothing wrong
Pocahontas?
with the little Courtney Campbell Causeway on a Saturday afternoon, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
dude.
how long have you been up here for?
Oh, man, I've been here in the Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia area for probably 10, 11 years.
Really?
Moved here for a good, 2000, so actually 13 years.
Were you born down there?
Yeah, I was born in Clearwater.
Me too. I was born in St. Pete.
Absolutely. I miss it all the time, man.
You
but,
do?
There's just more
You
opportunities
still have
up here.
family down there?
Absolutely. A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
family down there.
Mine too. I've been up in New York now, whatever.
The
What do you-
Bacabellos and the
how do you-
Picarillis
okay,
are
so-
going to start hanging out. It's going to be sick.
So how do you feel about Florida, if I may ask? Because I actually
The
shit on
fucking
Florida
swamp.
a lot.
I shit on South Florida, but
I shit on Florida as a whole.
I like
man.
Miami.
in Jacksonville.
You do?
I can fuck with Miami all
Do
day.
you get down there? Do you play down there? Do you guys play down in Florida?
We
I
could.
haven't.
Why?
We could.
You should.
I have people down there that
You
could
guys got to go
definitely
down
set it
to
up.
Florida, man. You guys
I'd
got
love
to play
to.
around
They have the
Tampa
best
because,
cocaine there.
For real. Absolutely. Bob Noxious on the Loud, Fast, and Shitty Radio, whatever. He loves you guys. He knows who you guys
I know
are.
Bobby Noxious.
You do?
I mean, not personally, but yes.
Sweet, man.
In an internet-y kind of way, like we're all doing this punk rock world.
Yeah. It's crazy, right? What do you think about social media? For
I
real.
mean, I'm
it
like
is
balls
insane.
deep in it, so
It's insane, though, right?
yeah, and it's kind of cool the way that it
Guess
keeps
what?
everybody.
This is the bass player here, Ricky Ravioli. This is Martini, my co-host and production assistant, photographer, whatever. We actually met in Florida. This guy's from Largo, man.
No,
We lived in Largo. We both lived in Largo
I'm
together.
sorry to hear that, boys.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Larghetto, I think, is what we decided to call it.
Yeah, you got that right.
It's pretty bad.
We both lived in Largo. That's right, Martini.
Dude, when the cops come to your neighborhood and they go, "What the fuck did you make me come to this neighborhood for?" I hate this neighborhood. You know you're in a
And
shitty.
there's that
you're
one
in a shitty
project
town.
that right there, right off the highway, whatever that highway is that goes to Indian Rocks Beach. Where we
Oh.
lived off to the right. We lived right next to...
Yeah.
It turns in Walsingham right there on the right-hand side.
Absolutely.
Go in there and get nickel bags full of weed and shit like that back in the day when I was a little kid.
Woo!
I did.
Yeah, those are definitely nickel bags of meth, and
Don't do
they are
don't do drugs, Dave,
pharmaceutical
homeowner.
Drugs.
Why you gotta do so many
Get the
so
fuck
much
out of
drugs?
my face with your judgmental bullshit that I do not need right now. Like I'm about to rock the house, and I don't need a bunch of judgment. Oh,
Well, so you guys are about to play tonight here at the Sidebar, and who else is playing?
the Attack. Who?
Attack is awesome.
The Attack is also awesome,
Okay, so they're playing,
and the Business,
and the Business.
Fucking pretty awesome.
who are pretty awesome and are
Copstabber, who are just
easily in their mid
How does
70s
it-
by now, and
Phenomenal.
will
was
definitely be
phenomenal.
hooked up to some sort of drip while they're on stage. I think
drip.
because, but you know, Copstabber is going to be awesome.
How does it feel being able to hobnob with some of these fucking awesome bands?
Dude,
and
it's
shit?
the best. I'm cracking jokes on them right now, but you know, it is awesome to get to play with these guys and to actually hang out with them and get to know them. It's cool. Yeah, it's good
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Bags.
The fucking political speech.
Oh, I'm not into it.
That's what you're giving.
Yeah, all that shit can eat my
What the fuck
nuts.
did you take? I thought I was loopy. Oh, you got the tabs?
We're doing acid tonight?
No, I
Oh my god, dude. Did this motherfucker do
I
acid?
gotta drive home.
So do I.
I gotta fly home too, you assholes.
Where's
At least you're in a zip car.
Zippy doo?
Are you really in a zip car?
Oh yeah.
fucking Copstabber classes.
Hey, he doesn't drive to shows in.
Fuck that. I'll pay like $20.
Yeah, he can drive somebody else's car up here
Yeah, they pay for
because
the gas.
odds are he's going to wreck it, so it's fine.
Talk into it though, man.
Oh man, I just feel like it's a
Nobody
big
can
old bush
ever,
in my face.
It's just beautiful.
I wonder how many fucking
Put it all the
Guidos
way
spit
in.
all up
Just
in
put it
there.
all the way in.
Dripping
Look at me.
olive
Look at
oil.
me when you do it. Look at me when
When
you
I'm
do
talking
it.
about his
Look at
olive
me when you
oil.
do it. Oh yeah.
It reminds me of a black version of your head.
That's what I like.
Big and round.
I love racist speech.
Oh no!
What do you mean? No. What are you talking about? Yes, it
Fuck
is.
outta
It
here.
really is.
Oh, he's from Largo.
Actually, I will say that 3 wops
Yeah, it almost
outnumber
makes an
the
entire
yeah.
black
We
person.
we are the majority here.
Oh, bippity boppity, boppity boopity.
Yeah,
Bippity boppity boopity bop.
that's true. We do.
Right?
We could team up and kill you both, and you couldn't do shit. You'd be dead,
That is life, right?
and your wife would be widowed.
Isn't that something? 30-year-old widow. That's like the saddest thing like I've like thought about in a whole day.
Well, you know,
Good point.
I gotta throw those images out there.
That's unfortunate. I want to see some images on Matt Katie's phone. When's he getting here, man?
I don't know. I'd like to make a map of Hawaii in his mom's face.
Oh!
Are we losing grip of the conversation?
I don't even know what's happening anymore. You haven't asked me a question in
when,
like
when
11
are you
minutes.
playing here?
Uh-huh.
When are you playing?
Like a half an hour.
Well, we have a hard 10 o'clock start, and if we can start earlier, they prefer it. It is currently 9:17 p.m., although that means nothing to any of your dickhead listeners because this is like days. This is days from now, and
Because with all your racist dribble, it will never see
I don't
the
even
air.
want to know who this fucking racist is.
Ice playing. Involuntary.
I am clearly the
That's good.
the most involuntary skinhead in the room.
Oh. Just say your name and say you're listening to Loud, Fast, and Shitty Radio.
This is Copstabber Dave, and you're listening to Loud, Fast, and Shitty Radio.
That was a loud, fast, and shitty impression.
This is
I wish
disco.
you said that- I wish you said that in the microphone.
Advertise.
Should have been saying it in the microphone, man.
Sorry, you don't fucking have enough microphones.
Hey, when
for
do you
all
want
of
to
us.
talk in the microphone, Geoff?
Jeff, man, here,
Copstabber
grab
Dave
the
on
mic.
Loud, Fast, and Shit-Face Radio.
Loud, shitty, and fuck.
Ow!
Radio.
I'm the Wolfman.
What do you play in the band?
Fucking everything, man.
Everything? You do?
He plays all the drums.
I play the drums.
He plays every
I play
drum
the
and every
drums.
cymbal.
I play every note of them.
How long you been playing the drums for?
2 weeks. Yeah, maybe at tops 2 weeks. You'll see.
It is a punk rock band.
Yes.
Jeffy Batts is a punk rock veteran. He's been on major tours with real deal punk rock super bands. Right?
And he's got TV model hands.
I have baby hands. Don't you fuck with my baby hands.
Just like Bobby Pickles.
They will knock you
Bobby
the fuck
Pickles
out.
baby hands that we started. That was actually the first thing in this whole conversation. Even before Bobby Pickles was actually even involved. Mr. Martini over here talking to me about Bobby Pickles' baby hands. It was probably one of the first things that we recorded
I
tonight.
smacked the shit out of some kid that's upstairs right now, like 2 years ago, to Slapshot show.
Did you really?
Fucking baby hands. He learned quick not to fucking talk the old baby hands the way he was talking.
It looked like he'd been hit with like 100 golf balls.
And
You guys getting out of here?
I gotta go set up some shit real quick, but I'm thinking.
Oh, shit.
We're getting close to time for the show. It's
Why don't you take one more picture, you motherfucker?
Good to
Are they fucking grading the power?
I am a lightweight when it comes to
good to
alcohol.
officially meet all you motherfuckers. And if any of you guys have cocaine that you can bring 3 days in the past to the Baltimore Sidebar, that would be absolutely amazing.
Not like cocaine, goes straight to my brain, makes me insane. Do yak, don't feel no pain. I take a whiff, I feel like a pimp. But I wish it didn't make my dick go limp. I like cocaine. I like cocaine. I like cocaine. I like cocaine. This shit is way too good. I'ma fuck that dealer up. My nose you get AIDS and fucking waste away. I'm not playing when I say I hope you get fucking AIDS. No AZD for you. No AZD for you. No AZD for you. You deserve to die in pain. You deserve to die in shame. I hate everything that you say. That's why I hope you get AIDS. I hope you get AIDS and fucking waste away. I'm not playing when I say I hope you get fucking AIDS. Lock your immune system quick. You lose weight, see through quick. Your whole life just goes to shit. Get AIDS, you fucking bitch. I hope you get AIDS and fucking waste away. I'm not playing when I say I hope you get fucking AIDS. I hope you get AIDS. I hope you get AIDS. I hope you get AIDS. Hope you get fucking AIDS.
Okay, so we were talking about you playing at this bar, Sidebar, downtown Baltimore, 218 Lexington Avenue. That's what it is.
What a cliche thing to say as a journalist, Martini.
What, to say what it is, where we are? We're here with Ricky Ravioli from Copstabber, so we're going to let him talk.
How you doing?
There he is.
Before the cop pulled up, we were talking
Exactly.
about doing.
You say something to initiate thought.
Well, I did something before I grabbed the mic that kind of hindered that a little bit, but
What
I'm
was
working
that?
on it quickly.
What were we talking about before?
The record.
Okay. What were we talking about the record about?
This is what the whole point was that I was bringing up before you interrupted me because you're a fucking retard. So, Ricky Ravioli from Copstabber is talking about the record, recording the record, downtown Baltimore. Go.
We did it here in Baltimore. Did it for a couple days. Got locked up in a studio and put it out. Went over to the engineer Joe Mitra's house and put the vocals on it. It was crazy, dude. Matt would sleep before coming out and doing solos that he pulled out of his ass. He has no talent whatsoever. Nah, he's a fucking awesome guitar player.
Yeah, dude, he has some interesting solos, man. The way he does it, like, he does them really fast. He, like, plucks them really fast. On the solos, it's kind of weird. He has, like, his own kind of style. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What, he does kind of like more rocker, like 70s kind of rock kind of style
he's got
of
some
solos.
skills,
It
man.
is, yeah, it's good. It's a little.
It's even
kind of
funnier
more like,
when you're getting ready to lay him down, and it's like, pardon his time to go. And
well, it's
and he's
it's like
sleeping.
SST Records. It kind of reminds me of that, you know, like the whole, you know, the old hardcore.
I think I'm gonna go have a nap before I lay down my solos. And that's Matt.
Really, that's awesome.
Well, we're talking about Screaming Trees, Meat Puppets, bands like that. That's what it reminded me of, like his solos, that style.
That's
kind of
pretty interesting. You would say that. It's
well, I mean,
true,
it was.
too.
It was totally that old school, like.
He lets it ring out and drones it out a little bit. And,
yeah, not totally hardcore, but just like this little touch of.
He's
that
got
kind
a
of
song that Dave wrote for him on the record called Matt's Extreme Adventure Song, but Matt's been such a dick to Dave, he refuses to play it ever again in front of anyone.
Well, that's good.
And
I'm proud of him.
He's going to write a song against Matt now.
Wait, what was that? Explain to me again. What?
On the record, it's called Matt's Extreme Adventure Song.
Yeah.
And Dave wrote it for Matt, you know, wrote a cool song about Matt, and then, you know, we play it out, we're going around, and Matt is being a douchebag, and the next thing you know, Dave's like, I can't believe I wrote a fucking song about you. I can't believe I actually wrote a positive song about you. You're an asshole. I'm never playing it out again in public. That was good stuff.
So I almost just got busted by the cops for doing some sketchy shit. So I was like hitting a ball on the street, which is pretty dumb anyways. And then my boy came up with some Wild Irish Rose and took a big chug, which made a cop pull over. And then he handed it to me, and I'm holding it there, like, looking at this cop. He's looking at me, and I just fucking ripped that fucking alleged bowl.
Alleged, that word again. It's been here all night.
I don't always hang out in Baltimore on Tuesday night, but when I do, I play with Copstabber.
And so then, like, I ran inside, and then this dude's like, hey, let's go to the bathroom real quick. And so I doubled down in the bathroom with this dude, and I ain't talking gay shit, I'm talking drug shit. And then I came back out, and the cops are gone. I think I'm solid. Oh, there they are.
There they go.
For you.
Looking for
So,
you.
what do you think about Baltimore, man?
Love it.
Love it,
this
because
town.
you could just do that. You could drink Wild Irish Rose and smoke
How
a
are-
bowl,
how are
like,
the-
2 feet away from this cop.
How are
He's
the
like,
cops
what?
in this town?
If you're not riding a fucking like BMX or an ATV and like you're an Anacross,
Then what? Then everything's okay?
American, then you're good to go.
To be in this band is a good thing.
Who's that guy that with the weird glasses that talks about having a good time?
Your mother?
She's not a dude in glasses.
Oh, man, that's fucking great, man. I love it. Yeah, anyway, this Baltimore is interesting.
Yeah, Baltimore's a great town.
Yeah, it is. Whoa.
What are we doing over here?
We're just having a conversation.
But now I'm about to pass the mic. It's my brother Dave Homeowner. Come on and shine like a light.
Tell me about this jacket you got here, this denim jacket.
I am part of the Turbo Jugend, which is the official fan club for Turbo Negro.
What is that?
Turbo Negro?
Yeah.
It's a band from Norway. They've been around for like 89 million years now. Like, they're awesome.
Really?
Awesome punk rock band from Norway, and they're great. And there are chapters around the world.
Am I retarded for not...
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Ass Cobra is like one of the best albums to ever be made.
How big of a piece of shit am I? In the scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, truthfully,
Yes,
just for not knowing a band,
Truthfully.
like 2 for not knowing a band, like that makes you a pretty small piece of shit. It just makes you ill-informed more so than a piece of shit. Ass Cobra is one of the greatest pieces of recording that has ever been put down on music. I don't even know how to say it. I did find cocaine, by the way, so like that's why I'm now like unable to really formulate any cohesive kind of thought now. This shit is just everything is just racing. I don't even know. Yo, one of you guys jacked my yellow lighter. One of you motherfuckers jacked my yellow lighter from our little session downstairs.
I don't have it.
Yellow Bic lighter. One of y'all motherfuckers.
I don't have it.
It became our smoking apparatus lighter. That joint's mine right there. Oh yeah, Turbo Jugend. It's like the fan club for the band, and there are chapters worldwide. I'm part of the Baltimore chapter. I'm also part of the Rockers chapter, which is a worldwide chapter of anyone who's in a band who's also part of the Turbo Jugend. And I'm part of Turbo Jugend Erotic City, which is for fans of Prince and also fans of Turbo Negro.
Dude, this fucking guy is like...
Which one?
I don't know.
Okay.
We should fight, man. We should get in a fight right now.
I definitely don't want to get in a fight, and I know too many of these guys to do that and get away with it. So
Okay.
Everything's good. Ricky Ravioli.
Bow out gracefully. Adios.
Adios.
It got weird there for a second. Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
We're all drunk beyond fucking podcasting time. It's not going to work anymore. No, we have to sign out.
As the great Kenny Rogers once said, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away.
Yes.
Know when to run. You never count your show. While you're sitting out in Baltimore, time to understand, son. You got to pack that shit.
FatEnzo.com, 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 FatEnzo.com. FatEnzo.com, FatEnzo.com, FatEnzo.com.